Felipe, how to get you? I'm in one of the rooms, 2.0.5.1. How to get you? No, could be. I cannot move any room. Please, you took me here.
No. You don't stay here. You stay in the last one. In the eye.
Huh?
In
Where?
the eye. You come with.
Come with
Sunshine, you
Yes.
need to find the 305B.
I'm coming. I'm taking my stuff. Where? Where? Come, tell me.
Let me search.
Can you come and I'm in this block. I don't know how to come.
Starting section now with to see where's the people.
Can you put some guys because
Yes. Hi. I'm coming. Thank you. Where is the room? Ah, your friend took me there. Took me there. And since 9 I'm here.
The letters on the rooms, but some guys don't have a lot to.
No, but you are volunteers. I followed the volunteers.
It's okay. I already tested.
All of them are present.
But virtual.
Virtual, of course. It's okay. When I have not registered, I.
You can see the letters in the room.
Okay. This is no
And
registration. I understand.
it's okay. Don't worry.
I have 13 sessions, in fact. Okay. So you saw me, right?
Hey guys, can you hear?
Oh, I should close it.
Yeah, maybe stop your. It's okay. You can.
Where is the program?
The program.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It is 9:11 now. So I welcome you all in the first session of ICCSA. We are also starting now, and especially in the tools and techniques in the software development process. And I welcome you all. I hope that everybody is present here. So let us start directly coming to the point. Everybody is online, right? You checked it. So Professor Lee is there, one of my very good friend present. Yes, I know. Xing Lee, are you present? Can you unmute your mic? And Xing Lee, I can see that. Professor Lee, can you start? Can you hear me? Professor Lee?
They are writing on the chat.
No, it is not time. It is 9:10 and it is 9:10 here. Yes, I know it, but it is, we are following the time of the Central European Union, CT. Hi. So, can we start now?
I think the other guys are the students from Professor Xian.
No, can you please start because it is time. We are being late. It is 9:10. And it is IEEE paper and we must have to present it. Professor Lee, can you please unmute and can you speak something?
Just like
Can you please, any of the authors from the first paper? Hello, Professor Lee. I understand in Malaysia it is 3:10 time, but we cannot arrange the timings for each country or something. All the conferences in all over the world, they are based on the timings of the host country. Please, Professor Lee or the Wong or the Hui, if any of the students are present, please come. I can see the Hui is there. I can see the Yu is also there. Can you unmute your mic and speak something? Hello, Professor Lee. Because after the time we will move around to the next. And your timing is from 9:10 to 9:30. You already lost the 5 minutes. And I can see all the authors are there. I don't know what is the issue. Yes, I can see you, but why you are not going to present it? I can see the chat. Authentication that we need to do at the login. So what's the problem in the login? In fact, I also logged in the same link. Professor Lee, Wong and Hui, you all are present. Can you unmute the mic? Can we unmute from here? Can we unmute all of them?
Ordenare switch off.
Mute.
Oh, this is to mute.
No, I want to unmute them.
To mute.
Yes, because they are not able to, I can't see. In fact, they are. Why we cannot do unmute from here?
Maybe ask to unmute. No?
Yeah, we are asking, but as a central, we can unmute them. Is the next presenter Tahir Adak is present?
You can unmute some participant.
From here, we
Yes.
won't see. How to unmute it from here?
It's a solved on G. Yeah. I can. You can unmute. You can mute. Not ask to unmute. Okay.
Gabriela, the third presenter is there. Yeah, they are saying that they have in, but they cannot present. Professor Lee, you can send me a message in my Gmail as well. I'm going to open it. What is the problem? This is IEEE and IEEE conference. The presentation is must. I can't understand that what is the problem with you. Professor Lee, please. They are saying they need to log in based on, it is just to click and enter the name. Yes, there is no any issue.
Professor Lee.
It is the Lee's.
you pass the grant for moderator, right? So you can share or you can talk, right?
Yes, Professor Lee, I have given you the sharing right, you can do it now. I think it is better now. Well, how do you give them the where to you did it? From where you did it?
I go to the person.
This
Give him
one?
the 3 points, for example. Yeah, this
Mhm.
guy talks to me.
Okay, talked it, huh? Okay, then.
Yeah. Open your micro just to hear. The first presentations needs to start. Each one of you are presenting.
Tell me who is presenting, then we can give the right to. Everybody has right to share, right? Checking.
Guys,
Give me the right. Give me the right. Then how to present? Then I have right. How to present? Professor Lee, can you, I can give you a full right and you can share your screen. I can train you now. Or anybody, any author who want to present, I will.
I think we are having problem. It's not possible because we have
Because it is not possible. You are asking for. Is the Tahir NS Adak is there? Is the Tahir is there? If the Tahir is not there, I can see the Ferreira. Gilberto Ferreira is there. Gilberto, try to share your screen or I'm giving you the right. I'm making you the moderator and you can share your screen. Gilberto, yes. Please share your screen and let us start. You are welcome. I can see you.
Hello.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you. Are you listening?
Yes, you are listening.
Okay. I will share my screen.
There is a arrow you can just do, yes, I can see you. But with that arrow, you can just start sharing.
Okay, okay. Are
Yes.
you
Yeah, we can
viewing
see.
the presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Floating Music Score presentation. This paper was made by me, Gilberto Ferreira, Professor Marisa Pinheiro, and João Carlos Silva. We will describe an approach solution to facilitate the reading of musical scores using mixed reality, mobile devices, smartphone and tablets, and scores in digital format. So, our motivation are the interpretation and execution of musical instruments. So, it's a difficult task when you are reading the sheet music and using your motor faculties to practice the instrument. This process reduces the availability to organize or reorganize documents during the performance. On the other hand, if several musicians are performing at the same time, there is a need to match between different viewing devices. This need can be overcome through an approach based on a technology by studying and design a solution with capable to helping and adding value to musicians and students. The objects are creating a solution that allow users have more dynamic and consistent experience using musical scores during the study and interpretation when works alone or together.
Sorry, your slides are not moving, please. Just to, it is a stick on the first.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, your slides are not moving.
And now,
Yeah, we can see only your first slide.
the first one?
Yeah, we can only see your on your first slide. First slide means in which you have, we will describe an approach solution to facilitate the reading of musical scores using mixed reality and score in digital format. Yes.
Okay, sorry.
It is you are moving, but here it is not moving.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, yeah,
Okay.
we saw the first.
Okay.
Even we
Okay.
have not seen your. Yes.
Okay. 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 Sorry.
This
Sorry.
is the first one. Yes.
Let me see what's happening.
Yeah. Now we can see that you are from Portugal. Otherwise, audience cannot see that who you are even.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me. Sorry. Sorry. Now, are you see my?
Yes. We can see.
Okay. I will show this in PDF.
Yes. Again, your.
I will. Sorry, I will share my. Okay. Now, are you? It's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Please go ahead.
Okay. So we are in motivation. I now at objectives. Okay, so the objectives are create a solution that allow user have more dynamic and consistent experience using musical scores during the study and the interpretation when works alone or together. It's intended to functional solve the difficulties, allowing musicians to read more easily, make the performance more fluid, and minimizing the inherent process. At the same time, this solution seeks to help other students in the study and learning instruments. It's intended to create a synchronism between multiple device viewing. So the theoretical background is based for these topics. Mixed reality brings advantage for users, such as flexible use. It's possible to see the objects in different environments depending on the user's choice and the purpose. The ease of mobilizing the physical objects to virtual ones and vice versa, have an experience and interact with virtual elements in almost a real way in order to facilitate observation and learn. So when we compare learning use mixed reality with traditional methods, we find that mixed reality allows the person to experience and interact with virtual elements in a real scenario. Mixed reality makes it easier to observe and reduce the fear of making a mistake, more motivation, easier skills acquisition, and presents an additional information. In past years, when we refer to music production, it was become usual to talk about MIDI. This is a standard widely used through the music and audio industries. The communication in the synchronized mobile device and mixed reality glass, the communication between devices need to have low latency in order to have a real-time and synchronized experience. The project will be carried out through a qualitative approach. The target audience will be musicians, music teachers, and learners. In this way, it's intended that using the HoloLens glass or mobile device, the target population can try then out to then describe their experience through evaluation questionnaires. This will have questions about personal acceptance, usability, perspective about the experience, validation of existing features and possible change or proposal for new features. In parallel, the participants' interactions with HoloLens and mobile device will be analyzed in real time. So, the design guidelines. After collecting the different data, we will use to analyze the strengths and weakness, so it's possible to elaborate an improvement proposal, verify the possibility of introducing new functionalities. After the literature review and the analysis of problem present, it was possible to learn and contextualize important knowledge and concepts to be considered for the solution. The solution have two main parts, the software and the visualization equipment. The visualization equipment must have the availability of the software installation as well as the necessary skills reading the applicability of the concept in order to ensure the integrity of the solution objects. It must also provide the best possible experience in the overall use of the solution and have a acceptable viewing area as far as possible so as not to hide elements or even the complete and precise reading of score contents. The score viewer must have an interactive and scroll timeline view with position indicators in real time, synchronized with the notation. This allows users to make an assertive reading of the notes to be played at the current moment, as well as the notes that reference the following moments. The software must consider the existing repetitions in the score and readjust the position during the performance. Also, must have a synchronized view, and there is more than one musician playing. The device must communicate with each other through a network in real time. The presentation must refer to the existing files in each device. However, the position indicator must be synchronized. As a result of the research, it's possible to understand that mixed reality was being studied and implemented in different areas, such as medicine, education, and music, showing satisfactory results when implemented. It was understood that in the musical area, mixed reality is used in parallel with HoloLens glass and mobile device to facilitate the learning and performance of musical instruments. The studies show that the use a mixed reality has some advantage, such as testing different objects in different environments, interact with virtual elements in real time, and facilitating the observation and appreciation of the errors during the execution. At the moment, nothing was found with the same purpose. It was a difficult process research to support this project design with reference to another with music score holograms, notations, with mixed reality. It was important to note that multiple studies have already been conducted with mixed reality, HoloLens, and MIDI files. However, they are used to understand if the musical notes are being well executed or not. In this sense, this project is innovative, have strong features to facilitate learning and playing the instruments, both solo or in groups or bands. Have more availability to read more consistently and then fast the traditional methods to be portable, easy to use, and accurate. In short, this project will allow a solution that provides a better experience with in the musician world. Thank you.
And if anybody has any questions, please unmute yourself and have a question to him from the audience.
Okay. Where?
Please unmute, or even though you can give me the chat box, I can read on your behalf. So in absence of any questions, can I ask a question?
Yes,
But,
yes, yes.
Yeah. What is your major outcomes of this study?
Sorry. I can understand. Can you?
What is your major outcomes? What is your major contributions? Few lines, 4 or 5 statements that you got it in this work.
I'm sorry, I can't understand. Please text in the chat.
Okay, I'm typing.
Thank
What
you.
are your the what are your major contributions? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Sorry, my contributions for this work, for this paper,
Yes, yes, yes.
I do this with Professor Marisa and Professor João
No,
Carlos.
not your contribution means contribution of your work. What are the major achievements?
Okay, for the musician people,
Yes,
it's not a linear measure, but who is a new feature, I can believe that it's a good option and a strong feature for the new musicians and for the teenagers learn music and have a helping tool to read notes and grow up with this interpretation.
it's okay, it's okay. Thank you. Means just you need to summarize in few words. It was your first presentation, and I congratulate your wonderful presentation. So just to give him a hand and thank you. Yes, the second presenter
Thank you.
is from the second paper. Thank you. You can go off, and I'm going to give this right to how to give him the right to grant the moderator right. Yes. So the second paper is on the understanding of customer purchase behavior, a case study by Tahir N.S. Adak, Yunus Sahin, Monus Jawal, and Mehmet Akhtas. So I know that Monus is going to present the paper. Monus, you are here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Hello.
I grant you the permission. You can share your slide, please.
Okay. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I already gave you the right.
Okay. And you can see my screen, I believe.
No, I can't see your screen. I think, have you shared the screen?
Let me check. Yeah, yeah. Now I did,
Yes.
right?
Yes, yes. I can see you the screen. Yes. Wonderful.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. My name is Moniz Zawal. I'm a computer engineering student from Yıldız Technical University. I'm joining here from Turkey, and I'll be presenting our work, which is titled by "On the Understanding of Customer Purchase Behavior," a case study on the computer systems of e-commerce websites. So the e-commerce industry has been gaining more and more attention and importance in the business world, especially during the last decade. Additionally, e-commerce websites played a crucial role in securing customers' needs remotely during the COVID-19 pandemic. So this rapid growth of e-commerce industry imposes the problem of understanding users' preferences, which can be done through conducting a very long surveys. However, unfortunately, this solution takes a lot of time and money. Therefore, we need to utilize data-driven approaches to analyze the collected user interaction with the website system, and so it can help us model the complex user behavior. Additionally, a lot of many points that can motivate this research. Here at Casper Company, it always aim to maximize their customer satisfaction and experience. So there's the need to estimate whether customers are likely to buy a specific computer configuration or not. So if not, then the system sends notification messages to the relevant marketing and sales unit so that customers can conduct negotiation activities on the specific configuration that they were trying to buy. So that configuration are less likely to be purchased. That would somehow increase the probability of purchasing that specific configuration. So in this research, we are mainly trying to answer three main questions, which are we're wondering about what would be the business workflow for predicting user behavior on an electronic e-commerce website such as Casper, and what kind of features that can be utilized to model such a complex user behavior. And lastly, we are wondering about the success of this model. So how successful are the predictions generated by modeling the user behavior on an electronic e-commerce website? So before I dive into the main course of our paper, I would like to introduce some fundamental concepts. So here we are mainly focusing on decision tree, which is a very well-known machine learning algorithm, and actually one of the most extensively used supervised machine learning algorithm based on labeled example data from which it can extract rules that can help us classify new encountered instances. So mainly in this paper, in this research, we are dealing with categorical data, and that contributed a lot to our focus on decision tree, because it shows superiority when dealing with such categorical data. Additionally, I would like to introduce our evaluation metrics. So we mainly are focusing on two metrics. One of them is the accuracy, which gives us the ratio of the instances guessed correctly by our model divided by the total number of rows in our data set. However, this metric couldn't be taken alone, because when there's imbalances in the data set, it doesn't give us a real measure. So we need to add the F1 score, which gives us a balance between two other metrics, which are the precision and recall metrics. So it's the harmonic mean between them. And here we can see our proposed software architecture, which is mainly our contribution in this work. So on the left-hand side, we can see the raw data of the collected computer configuration data, which were collected from the website's log files. So we take this data, and it goes through a pipeline of data pre-processing techniques, such as feature selection methodologies. Here we apply information gain algorithms or chi-square in order to determine and identify the features that are more valuable to be able to predict the tendency of users' purchasing behavior. And we apply feature reduction methods such as factor analysis. So we take this process data and feed it to many classification algorithms, such as logistic regression, support vector machines, decision trees, random forest, and ensemble algorithms, and many others maybe. So after we do that, we have our prediction model from which we can give it a raw instance that contains our features, and we can ask for the label. So is this specific customer are going to buy this configuration or not? So the methodology that you followed in the course of this paper mainly consists of four main parts. So first of all, the feature vector construction. So on this stage, we introduce the suggested features for constructing successful machine learning models based on the data collected from users' interactions in an electronic e-commerce website. So features like optical, processor, storage, and the monitor, the graphics card, the operating system type and the RAM information combined are the most helpful for understanding the purchasing behavior of the customers. After that comes the data pre-processing. So after we collect the customer's interactions with the predefined features and constructing a feature vector for each customer, we build the feature matrix by combining all of these feature vectors. Afterwards, afterwards data we apply technologies, data pre-processing technologies such as data cleaning and feature selection, dimensionality reduction, and outliers removal are run on top of this feature matrix to prepare it to be an applicable data set for machine learning algorithms. It's also seen in this paper that the data on the multidimensional feature pool often contains incomplete data, and the missing data distributions such as alpha, beta, or gamma also show differences. So in this study, we investigated methods mentioned in the literature, especially in Mr. Akhtash and others' paper that was published in 2019 to solve this problem. So after doing that, we feed this data. We divide it into two parts: 20 for testing and 80 for training. We run our machine learning algorithms on top of the training data, and we can run many algorithms as already indicated. But mainly in this paper, we focus on decision tree. And so after applying the decision tree algorithm, we have our machine learning model, and afterwards we come to the last part of our methodology, which is the actual customer purchasing behavior prediction. So on this stage, the estimation of features, vectors, label associated with with the customer purchasing behavior that comes into the system on a regular basis has been done. So for this purpose, the system needs to monitor customers' behaviors, and their tendency to buy a product will be labeled. So models will be trained continuously in order to be able to predict new customers' behavior. So in this way, the developed software can detect customers' purchasing behavior before they actually occur, so it can take the necessary actions against abandonment situation, whether it can be negotiation activities, or maybe the relevant sales unit can include the configuration in some campaign. So in order to better understand the usefulness of this software architecture, we developed a prototype that runs on high quality servers. The technologies used was with the C#. We used C# language with the .NET framework version 4.7.2, and as for the database, we use MS SQL for storage purposes, and we utilized a core.NET library in order to implement our decision tree algorithm. And for the outcomes, we are showing it on the administration page using the Vue.js library. And here in this figure, we can see a sample example of the utilized dataset in this paper. So it mainly consists of 8 columns, the optical processor, as I already indicated before, and our label would be the sales status. So if such a combination of configuration has a high tendency of being purchased, that label would be true, otherwise it would be false. So we take this data, and as I already said, we divide it to 20% of it for testing, and the others are for training. So we conducted evaluation studies, and at the end we obtain accuracy result with 83%. And F1 score of 88% for decision tree algorithm, which was superior to other machine learning algorithms. which are actually encouraging results to move forward in this software architecture. So mainly that was our work. In the future, hopefully we will expand on the data sets and try different machine learning and try to enhance the machine learning algorithms. And maybe we would add some deep learning algorithms as well to better understand the success of the user behavior modeling. And lastly, to thank Casper Computer Systems Company for providing the data sets and helping with the computation environment. And thank you all for listening.
Hello, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, any questions from the audience? It was a good presentation, very clear. Everything was clear. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Any question from the audience? Yes. Yeah, your presentation was very interesting. Tell me that what you exactly you found in your work. What new things you found in this study?
We actually, the main contribution was the development on designing of the of this software architecture I already explained in the slides. So we also investigated methods for completing missing values in such categorical data set.
Okay. So what is your future plan?
I'm sorry.
What is your future plan?
Well, our future plan is actually to extend on the data sets and maybe apply more deep learning algorithms. So in this paper, we mainly focus on just machine learning, traditional machine learning algorithms. So maybe in the future, we can apply deep learning algorithms.
Any question from the audience, please? Any question? It was a really a good presentation.
Thank you very much.
Manus Jawal, are you Turkish?
What?
Are you from Turkey?
No, actually, I'm from Syria, but I'm here.
Yeah, your presentation, your tone is a bit different. I know it. Okay.
Oh,
Tash
you're
is
right.
my friend, and I spent more than 4 years in Turkey. That's why I was hearing that you are not from the Turkey, right?
Yeah, I have a different accent. You're right.
Yes, yes. It is your something Asian accent or Middle East accent, right? Not the Turkish accent. So it's okay. Good. I'm happy. So you are doing PhD there? Are you doing PhD?
No, I just graduated from the university.
Okay, you are bachelor's in computer science, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you are a bachelor student. So this work is from the bachelor's. Again,
Yeah.
congratulations because this work is going to be presented by a bachelor's students, right? Who has even got masters. But the presentation was very, very okay. Thank you so much. So
Thank you.
we will invite the next presenter. Thank you so much, Monos, once again. And I think our next presenter, they are ready since a long time. And Professor Lee, who is presenting? It is I think from the chat room, Gui is entering now. She will be fast. Gui. So I'm giving the Gui. Where is the Gui? Gui is, HY is not Gui, right? Yeah, it is a Gui. I'm giving you the grant. I have given you the moderation grant. Yes, good. Now we can see Sunway University, Malaysia. Can you speak something? I can't hear you, please. I can't hear you, please unmute your mic. You are still unmuted.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Good.
So I will start presenting now.
Yeah,
Hello.
present it. Present.
So our title is about is differentiating positive factors for tourism booking websites in terms of towards metric factorization. For the introduction, the tourism sector has lost around $4.5 trillion in 2020, and the GDP decreases by 49.1% compared to 2019. The main challenges are precision techniques and recommender systems. While the problem statements for this study is positive system design models is used to evaluate existing websites. In terms of data sparsity, which is regarding personal public-based approximate referencing, heterogeneous interaction is necessary to improve recommender accuracy by capturing user preferences and to explore the effectiveness of position techniques for Malaysian consumers. And lastly, capture influencing factors by utilizing CRM system architectures. And the objective and research questions is positive systems design models are used to evaluate existing websites. And the both factors are identified and prioritized to influence decision making, increasing sales, increasing customer satisfaction. And the research questions are: which position techniques influence consumers more? Secondly, which position techniques influence hotels, travel companies more? Lastly, what can be learned from these findings? So for this slide is the PSD in e-commerce website. The next slide is the existing travel booking system, which is we did some analysis. This one is the position techniques and strategies mapped to key studies on cross-selling and upselling. It's the literature review. And for the methodology, used are Cialdini's position techniques that enhance functional requirements. The second methodology used is technology acceptance models. There are 3 technology acceptance models, which is the first one, the second one, and third one. Next, the methodology used is a survey is created of a category of questions in terms of customers' views and travel companies' views. For the findings of the first research questions, which position techniques influence consumers more, we found out that most of the respondents rated 5 for factors influencing search, which those and to what extent the sorting of hotels and tours based on popularity, rating, current deals, and lowest price help you to find ideal hotels and tours. While the second question, thus and to what extent does searching and hotels tours based on destination help you find ideal hotels tours? They rated 70% of the respondents rated 4 out of 5. The inference could be made is popularity, rating, deals, or price weighed more heavily at 90% than destination at 70%. The second survey which created is about the factors influencing intention to review. There are a few questions, and this is the result that respondents rated.
Slides are sticks.
Sorry,
Slides are not moving.
really? Is it moving now? Is it moving now?
Yes,
Sorry?
yes, moving, not moving.
Okay. Now?
Yes, yes, yeah, now, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So next is from these questions we can make an inference that membership are more than customers reviews, and the lastly is packages. The second research question which position techniques influence a company's more are questions about factors influencing sales in the survey. And the inference are various packages are more preferred than discount offerings. The questions about factors influencing cross-selling and the reference are number of views, ratings, preferred more than pricing, and number of sales. This is the user experience after creating the website filled in by the respondents. In terms of research question 3, which persuasion techniques influence consumers and hotels to travel companies more? Popularity changes from 90% during search to 60% during review stage. Deals and prices reduce from 19% during search to 50% during review stage. Consumer reviews contribute to only 50% of decision-making factors. So the contribution of what can we learn from these findings are process are organizational innovation, process, product, and marketing innovations. Secondly, Salinis PSD, which result in identification of more specific factors and weightage for customer and company, and more specific dialogue support with Malaysian customers. For example, rewards, suggestion, and liking. Next, development of a customer company metrics. Lastly, Malaysian customers' preference concur with those of Lazada, Shopee, and Asia in terms of membership, views, and cross-selling through ontologically linked products. Lastly, the Porter's metrics, which are cost differentiation and focus leadership. So for the second study investigates social CRM and associations between gender, age, and income on a group of different sample respondents. Analysis of independent US hotels are applied. Suggestions and technology acceptance model 1, 2, and 3 and user experience questionnaire are utilized to design the user evaluation questionnaire. So the findings are most of the respondents are female and are students, whereas a lesser number of respondents are male and are likely to be employed. In terms of age, most of the respondents who are female are from Generation Z, which are below 25 years of age, while male respondents are baby boomers, which are aged 57 and above. Of those who are employed, monthly income is 1,000 to 3,000 ringgit. Malaysia, presumably either pensioners, part-timers, or recent graduates. We can see that customers' booking habits differ between men and women. Most ladies show stronger tendency to book hotel room through travel websites, while some men, presumably the older respondents, tend to book hotel rooms through the hotel's official website. And lastly, the findings for the second study are, in terms of service and amenities, respondents rate helping guests to plan trips and complimentary breakfast as the more unique among the top 5 amenities. Loyalty programs and discounts score lower because this is due to the infrequency in travel. So for the conclusion, triangulation of data, company and consumer perspective get from the different sample respondents. For the contribution of this study is to identification of different degrees of importance of each factor at each stage of consumer search, review, booking processes, and to map with the company's priorities. Lessons from the US independent hotels are small, loosely coupled, agile design thinking, quality of services and amenities, helping to plan trips and complimentary breakfast may be attractive, but more experienced adventurers may prefer to go independent. But lastly, diversity in packaging is still the best answer. In terms of design thinking, CRM, Porter emulate dominant global regional supply chain concepts. Porter emulate dynamic personalization of package services, discounts, and novelty. And that's all for my presentation.
Okay, thank you so much. You came late, but your presentation is good. Hui, congratulations for your presentations. Yes, in the conclusions, I really appreciate that you have presented your work in a model form. This is something like you have concluded. So if I ask you in 2 or 3 points, what are your major conclusions? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear. But sorry, can you repeat the question?
What are your major achievements?
My major achievement is to create design thinking and the customer relationship management to cross-sell packages in hotel for different types of customers.
From the different methods. Okay. So what the hotels are they are going to achieve?
In terms of customers' perspective of how the packages to be
Okay.
selling.
It's okay. It's okay. It is nice to hear from you because you are the inaugural presenter of this conference. Unfortunately, you are the third you presenter now, but it's still okay, right? I'm happy to see you.
Yeah.
Professor Lee is not here. I think she is presenting another one. So we have a lot of communication. During the whole session, I was chatting with you guys. Right? So it's okay. Well done and have a nice day ahead, right? So thank you everyone for being present in this one. Felipe and Hui is also there. And just convey my regards to Professor Lee. Convey that okay. Now finally it is presented. It's very good to hear. Thank you so much. So see you in the next sessions. Okay, please join to the sessions of the SEPA and ISSQ. We are meeting at 3 in the PM1 room I. In the GIST who are there, you are welcome, right? Be present and encourage the other participants. We have several special issues and we have also inviting the authors who are presenting during the whole presentations, right? Thank you so much. So we are ending the sessions right now because we don't have any other paper, right? Thank you so much for presentations. Disconnected.